I'm Love Jones here, certified relationship coach. Today, I want to talk about attracting aligned love. I know I'm on here a little bit later than normal, but I said, let me get on. I have so much work to do today that I was working on. But yeah, I'm going to share this live out, but I definitely want to talk about attracting aligned love. I think it is really, really important that we do this. There are some things that we definitely have to do. My name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach, and I'm going to be sharing tips about healing and working through the hurt so that you can get to the love that you deserve and desire. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Yes, 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 yes. Hi, Essence. I see you, baby. Today we are going to be talking about it. I just want to share this live out. I want to share it out. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am working on what I need to work on right now, y'all. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Once again, my name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach, and I literally help men and women heal so that they could get to the love that they deserve and desire. I'm excited today, y'all. I am excited. I really am. I think that once we understand where we are, we do things just a little bit differently. I think once we get clear about what we want and what we need, we attract differently. I don't know. Is it raining and nasty outside where you are? Because up here, I'm telling you, I got on my turtleneck. I'm like cold, and I'm in the house, and the heat is on. I'm like, oh boy, we're going to have quite a winter. We are going to have quite a winter. I'm telling you right now. And it just is what it is. It just is what it is. I tell you, yeah. So I decided to talk about aligned love today, because I think that that is so very, very important. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I see y'all. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you. Hey, Melody. It is in Atlanta. It's raining and nasty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the daily heart, me, my love. Thank you, Vibe Wellness Woman. I see you, baby. Yes, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I want to talk about this attracting aligned love, because what people don't understand thank you, thank you, thank you for the trick or treat. Thank you. Oh, we at level 6. Let's go, Vibe Wellness Woman. I love it. Thank you so much, baby, for the Level Up Sparks cake. Yes. Hey, Peaches, I see you, baby. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Great to finally make it to your room. I'm trying to make my rounds as well. I really am trying to make my rounds as well, because I want to be supportive of the whole LYIA team, and I want to go back and support those who support me. It's so hard sometimes, because usually we live at the same time. Because I go live now like twice a day. I try to go twice a day. And so sometimes it's just very difficult. And in between, I have meetings sometimes with my clients. And so, I'm just working on so many things. It's not even funny. Hi, Tawana. I see you, baby. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you, Essence, for the heart me. That's okay. You are support. I'm trying. I'm telling you, I am working on it, because y'all are amazing. Y'all are absolutely amazing. That team, our team, is amazing. Dr. Lisa is amazing. Hey, Peaches. Hey, sis, you doing well and want to stay long because I'm teaching a few. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in, Peaches. You know I love you, sis. You know I love you. I love me some Peaches. Peaches sings and plays the piano. And when I have time, I go in Peach's room and I'm just sitting there listening to her and just tapping the screen. Let me tell you, what makes me love Peaches so much is because of her sweet spirit. I love people who have a sweet spirit. I'm very much attracted to them. And Peaches is amazing. Her singing, the way she played the piano, she takes special requests. I absolutely love her. Peaches, I'm going to pin you, baby. Let me see if I can pin it. Yep. I'm pinning it. I love her. She is so sweet. I'm like, I gotta make it down south so I can come see Peaches. I really, really do. I want to meet this woman in person. Her spirit is so dope, and I am attracted to people who have amazing spirits. I love you too, baby. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love you, and I see you. You know, and I see you past even the piano. You just and we all have our own stuff going on, Peaches. I do too. But when I show up, it's the way in which you intentionally show up for other people with love in your heart. And see that you can't fake that. You can't fake it. When you literally love what you do and you show up intentionally as a person who cares about other people, legitimately, like it's on a different level. And I think people feel that in my room as well. Well, anyone you love, I love. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, that's my girl. I love me some Peaches. Yes, I do. You're about to no, but Peaches is the truth. I don't want you to cry. I mean, I know they're tears of joy, but there is something that God deposited in you, baby. Everybody don't have that thing. And it's not because they can't have it, but they don't have it. Right? Because they can have it too. All they need is a little Jesus juice. That's all they need. They need some Jesus juice. That's what they need. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. But I wanted to talk about this. I want to talk about this attracting aligned love. I think it is so very important to take a little, you said, I know, a little Jesus juice. That's what they need. That's what they need. They need some Jesus juice. Christine, how are you? Yes, we're going to remain blessed. Good afternoon, Queen. I see you, my love. I see you, and welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, let me shut off the noise from my computer because Lord have mercy, I will something, and then let me just put my do not disturb on because somebody gonna call me because that's what them do. Them call a good phone all the time. But yeah, so I want to talk about this because a lot of people don't realize that you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And a lot of people don't understand that. Right? And sometimes we can't figure out why it is that you keep meeting the same type of person over and over and over again. Or if it's not like a romantic situation, why you keep having difficulty in your family. Why is it that you keep having difficulty with your friends, with people who say that they love you, people who have been vetted, people who have stood by your side? Where does the difficulty lie? Right? Who do you keep attracting to you? What type of person is that? Right? And I think when we pay attention to what it is that we do, we'll figure out why it is that we keep attracting the type of people that we attract into our lives. And it doesn't mean that this is not about shame. This is not at all about feeling guilty or bad. It's really all about taking inventory and becoming self-aware. That's it. Because the people that you are around, the people that you spend the most time with, you're the average of those people, right? And it's something that I personally had to take notice of. Like, sometimes it's not me. And I mean that to say, like, I'm not causing the fuss, but what keeps me around people who cause fuss, who always a particular way? What keeps me around people who are mentally and emotionally in chaos? That's why it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person or that they're bad people. It just simply means that I want to elevate where I am. Thank you so much, Name Edge. Thank you, Peaches, for the rose hand. Thank you, baby. So I have to ask myself, what am I doing or what am I not doing? Right? I have to ask myself, what is it that you want, Kim? I have to question my motives. What am I doing? And ultimately, I have to ask myself the question, Kim, what do you want? And that is from family, friends, the type of relationship I even want with my kids, right? There have been times, right, because I'm talking about all relationships now. There have been times that I have had to go back to my children and I had to apologize with tears in my eyes for some of the things that I've said and trying to get them to line up to what I wanted them to do and be and become. I had to go back with a heart of acceptance and love, right? And I had to question myself, Kim, what is it that you ultimately want to do? What is the end game? And I'm not talking about young kids when you can't really be their friend. You have to be their protector, their provider. You have to create. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my adult children and accepting the decisions that they make even as adult children. And what happened was I might have thought that they needed to be in alignment with me when the truth of the matter is I needed to allow them to be who they were. I needed to accept them. Because anytime I am being a force to be reckoned with anybody in an attempt to make them do what I feel like they should do, whether it's my children, friends, family, whoever, I am out of alignment with myself. So I'm circling that back because I need for people to understand that transitions to all of your relationships, your mindset. It transitions to all of your relationships. And that's the truth. Right? So the way that you are with the people who are closest to you is because you have this belief system. If I could be honest, you have a belief system that says that it's your way or it's not right. And I had to do a checkup from the neck up around that. And I'm not saying that I was absolutely wrong, but I realized that even my adult children needed to figure some things out for themselves. I couldn't help them in certain areas. They needed to be grown without me sticking my hands or trying to tell them what to do. Some lessons, hey Pring, I see you, baby. Some lessons absolutely need to be learned on your own because you do the introspection, because you take your time to try to figure out what it is that you need to do. I was talking to someone earlier today and they were kind of fussy and they were talking about a situation in their family dynamic and they was like, and I told them blah 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 blah. I said, no baby, I said, I understand what you're saying, but there's got to be, hey, Jamie, I see you, baby. I understand what you're saying, but there's got to be a better way to deal with this. So this is my advice to you. My advice to you is to pray. My advice to you is to pray. And you know how people always say that prayer changes things? It does. But primarily because prayer changes you. It opens up your heart to receive, right? And accept, even when it's uncomfortable for us, because we may be able to see as parents, as husbands, as wives, we may be able to see some things coming down the way, but people have to be open and receptive to hearing what it is that you're saying. And if you feel that there is so much resistance that it is about to destroy the relationship, you have to find another way. And the other way is to ask God to show you good and raw, and the raw, yes. You have to ask God to show you and give you an opportunity to be a voice to them without destroying the relationship. I hope that this is resonating with somebody. And the reason why I know that if it's causing a problem within you or is triggering something within you, then you are not in alignment with yourself. So I have to tell people sometimes, not all the time, because all the time I don't have nothing to say. But I'm clear about if we want to see a shift or a change in our lives, that we have to become the change that we want to see. Because it doesn't work any other way, right? Ebony, thank you for the follow, my love. Thank you. You understand? Because it's always easy to point outside and say to someone, oh, you need to do this, and this. And it's more difficult for us to see ourselves and how we show up in the room, in rooms. And I don't mean, like in the TikTok space. I'm talking about in our family dynamic. Because that's where it begins. Oh, sis, you just checked me fast. I needed to hear. Oh, wow, Pooh Bear. Well, welcome back, because I seen you in here yesterday and last night. So welcome back. Y'all, you know I'm about that life. And I really mean that, because if you stick around in my rooms, I promise you that you're going to work on yourself, and you're going to begin to heal the spaces and the places within yourself that need the most work. That's what I specialize in. Because people want to have great relationships, romantic and otherwise. Hi, Danella. I see you. Welcome in. This is your first time in the room, right? Like, thank you, baby. Because people want to have these wonderful relationships, and they don't realize that it starts with self-love. It starts with you. Right? Somebody asked me last night when I was live, how did I get to the place? I forget what they said exactly. I think I'm going to paraphrase because I don't remember their exact words. But they asked me, how did I get to this place where I can be the way that I am in my feminine energy? That's what it was. And I said, and I had to think about it real quick because I never really thought about that. But how I moved from my masculine into my feminine was, I began, because I did the healing work, I feel safe within myself. Because I have clarity about who I am, what I want, and what I need. Because I speak my truth and I show up authentically in all kinds of spaces and places. And I love myself, right? And when you begin to love yourself and you gain clarity and you begin to unearth all of those triggers and all of those things, like nobody ever gets it 100%. So, we're clear about that, right? We're constantly a work in process and in progress. It's okay. But when you get to the place where you really begin to like yourself, it's because you now trust yourself. You trust your thought processes. You trust that you're safe within yourself. And it brings you to this place of, well, one time I just desired peace, but I didn't quite know how to get there. But one of the first things I did was I stopped yelling and screaming, and I brought things down in my house. And hey, Forever, I see you, baby. How are you? Y'all forgive me. I'm sorry. Love you, sweetie. Have an amazing... Same to you, baby. Same to you, Peaches. And what I had to do, because I kept saying, why is my life so chaotic? My life... Thank you, Peaches. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I kept saying, why is my life so chaotic? Like, every time I turn around, there's something going on. Like, there was never any peace. And then I started saying, okay... So the opposite of chaos, well, of peace is drama, right? So I had to stop engaging in drama. And that was like one of the very first steps that I did on my healing journey. I got sick and tired of it. And here's the truth. I was creating it. It was the conversations that I was having. It was rehearsing pain. It was telling me and my 20 other sister girl friends, you know what I'm saying, about what had happened on Thursday of last week. And I was reliving it over and over and over again. I was like, why am I rehearsing pain? Like, it wasn't as simple as that for me initially, because I was just catching my girls up on what happened in my week. Or within the last 2 weeks, girl, I ain't talked to you. I ain't tell you this. I didn't. And when you do that, you're rehearsing what happened. And literally, it takes your body into trauma mode, or should I say drama mode, drama mode. And literally, your blood pressure starts to go up. And your blood cells start to respond differently, which makes your blood pressure go up, which gives you like a slight little headache, or you start to feel a particular way. And I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. Like, what is that all about? And then I realized, like, you keep talking about things that are negative that happened in your day. Because you know how we remember all of the negative things that have ever happened to us more than we remember the positive things? And so if drama, chaos begets chaos. So if we want to attract aligned love into our lives, we have to shift our mindsets in order to get to that space. Hey, he said, I see you. Hey, Sharonda, I see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Right? And so everybody's, let me just say this. There's 11 people in this room. Oh, 13. Okay, listen to this. Everybody ain't ready for this. Everybody's not ready for me. Everybody don't want to have these hard conversations. They don't. And it's okay. I'm not for everybody. Because what I do is thank you, Seti said, for the heart, me, baby. I appreciate you. Hey, Royalty, I see you, baby. Hey, Marianne, I see you. You feel better today, Marianne? I hope so. I think it was you who said you weren't feeling too well, you were going to sleep. I'm not sure. I knew you had to get up and go to work or something last night. But it's important in a real way to address how you're showing up and what you do every day. Hey, honey, I see you. I see you, beautiful. It's important that you acknowledge, like, where you are and who you are and who you are being. So the chaos, it was Bible study. Okay. Oh, I hope you I hope you get some rest. You know what I started doing? Melatonin and magnesium. And I do them both because otherwise I won't get good sleep. So I do the magnesium and the melatonin to help me sleep. That's what I do every night. Yes. Because I need to get some good sleep and I don't. And it's not good. Right? It's both at the same time, yes. Every night. The melatonin helps with your muscles. Magnesium helps with your muscle relaxation. And, the melatonin helps you to stay asleep or make you a little, And I love it because that's how I got to go to sleep. And when that started happening to me, real talk, menopause. No, I couldn't sleep. I was like, this is crazy. I got to do something. And I started looking for other solutions. Yes, do some research. Do some research. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it really helped me. I don't, because I need my rest. I'm not good if I'm not functioning. If I'm not sleeping, right? But I'm talking about this aligned love because I was out of alignment with myself. Like, how are you talking about having a great life, having healthy relationships, or having even at that time, because I'm going back like at least 30-something years, having a great relationship, even with my husband, if everything that was coming out of my mouth was negative. If all I was remembering was the bad things. And so the reality of the situation is that it was me. And I didn't know it was me. You know, you ever wake up in the morning and you feel like, you know, oh, I don't feel like being bothered, and you grumpy and you whatever, and you just feel, you know, out of sorts, right? Well, the reality of the situation is you can change that around when you sit in a place of gratitude. So a lot of people don't realize that gratitude changes your whole entire day. And when that's one of the first things you do when you get up in the morning, you're calling peace, love, light into your life, right? And so while a lot of people do not ultimately realize that, this is how you get to healthy and happy. You don't get there by rehearsing every negative thing that has ever happened to you in your life. You said, I just had a deep conversation with my husband. Really? Was it around this? Was it around this? Because I'm telling you, you change the whole narrative in your household when you seek peace, when you seek joy, when you seek love, when you operate in gratitude, when you are actively being intentional about what it is that you get or you want for your life. So I constantly am telling people that you don't attract what you want. You attract who you're in alignment with. The people who have come into your life, or the people who stay in your life, are people that you're in alignment with. I'm not making it up. They can't get in unless you are in alignment with them. People are not breaking your door down to be in relationship with you. You have to accept them, and they have to accept you. Why do we do that? We do that because there is something familiar, comfortable, wonderful, whatever about them that we see. Familiarity is why we sometimes are attracted to different people. Thank you, Tamika, for the follow, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, and welcome in. Can y'all welcome Tamika into the room? Let's welcome Tamika into the room. Hey, sweetheart. I see you. I see you. Okay, just you know, I just need to be clear that this is a room not just about healing, but about mindset, about changing, about becoming. Because that's what we ultimately want to do. We want to become the best versions of ourselves. You know what made me change in my own life? Because I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. What's the problem, Kim? Your life girl, talking to myself. Self said, right. Your life is chaotic because of your thoughts. What's the first thing that I can do? Create peace for myself. Yes. And you know something, Pooh Bear, can I be honest with you? Like, I love love. And I think marriage is ultimately the way to go, because marriage is your partner who's going to be a mirror and a window for you into you. And there are people who begrudge marriage or want to get out because they cannot deal with the fact that sometimes the mirror that you're looking in your partner, they revealing to you who you are, it gets ugly sometimes. And when you don't want to change your life, when you want to remain the same, you can't handle that. But that's all marriage really is. And marriage is an opportunity for growth. And when you get into alignment with yourself, you even begin to see your partner differently, and not in a negative way, because prayerfully you're growing together, because they're pointing out things in you, and you've both created space to have these hard conversations. And about business, about the children, about parents, about siblings, about, and you have one another, and prayerfully they are the yin to your yang, right? Hey sis, I see you, Tanya. I see you coming up in the room, baby. I see you coming up in the room. I see you, sis. So the reality of the situation is that our relationships are meant to reveal to us who we are. And so that can get ugly sometimes. Hey, Vincent, I see you. How are you? Vincent, you don't threw your candy in the sand. You ain't Vincent. You ain't right. Don't behave beautiful in me. You done threw your candy in the sand. That's what you did. I thought you had some act right, Vincent, but you ain't got no act right. I ain't playing with you. Tanya, thank you for sharing out the live. You said you've been traveling. Okay, I'm going to give you a break. I'm going to give you a break. Oh my God. Thank you, Tanya, for sharing out the live, my love. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you so much, sis. It is so windy and cold in New York and rainy. It's disgusting. I could hear the garbage cans like blowing around outside. I keep hearing these noises, but it's the garbage cans. I'm come work for you. Huh? I'm coming. Wait, what did you say? I'm come work for you? You gonna come work for me? I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. But yeah, so one of the first things that we have to do if we want to like attract aligned love into our lives is to get crystal clear on your own values, your core values, right? So we have to do that. Hey, Mr. Rogers, I see you. Mr. Rogers, you are enough. Yes, I'm coming to work for you in New York. Oh, you gonna come to New York to work for me? Okay, let's go. Let's go. You are too funny. But we have to get crystal clear on our values. What are your core values? What's important to you? What's important to you? You know what I want to do? I want to talk about, I want y'all to do this for me. It's the daytime. I'm not tripping. Hold on, y'all. Okay, this is what I want to do. I wanted to bring up, what are your core values? Hey, humble rich. Humbler? Oh no, humble rich. I see you. Welcome. Thank you for the follow, Carol. I see y'all. Y'all are just coming up in the room. Y'all are coming up in the room. Mr. Rogers, did I tell you today that you are enough? That you are worthy? Did I tell you that today? That you are loved? Did I tell you that? I needed to tell you that today. That's what I needed to tell you. Thank you for the daily heart me. Thank you for the daily heart me. Did I tell you that? To my brothers that are in the room, that we need you? Did I tell y'all that? Thank you for the popular vote, baby. Thank you for the popular votes. I love that. Thank you. And I need to say that to my brothers because I know that there are days when you can't even hold your head. As I needed to say that to my brothers. Like marriage is important in me. I believe in family first. Absolutely. Absolutely. As it should be. Because we need each other. Right? So let me do this. I want to talk about core values, right? And I'm going to just give you, it's not an exhaustive situation. I'm not going to give you a lot. But I want to ask you what resonates with you. So as we think about what our core values are, what are 5, right? Because we're talking about attracting aligned love, right? So in order to attract aligned love, you got to know what your values are. And so authenticity. If any of these resonate with you, drop a 1 in the chat. Authenticity. When you have the ability, or the people that you're around, right, show up and they're genuine and you can feel it, right? And hey, Patty V, I see you, baby. I see you. I didn't even know you was in the room. I didn't know you was still in the room, rather, I should say, right? So authenticity, does that resonate with you? Is that one of the things that is extremely important to you? Hey, Tracy, I see you, my love. I see you, sis. How you doing? Thank you for the heart me. Thank you. I'm just going to run through authority. Is authority important to you? If authority is important, then you drop a 2 in the chat. Authority would render itself like responsibility, leadership. I literally just closed another live, and there you're amazing. And there I literally just closed another live, and there, I don't know. Authority. Now, I'm not going to do the whole exhaustive list. It's a lot. But I just want to throw some things in there. Is authority leadership? Somebody who, are okay. So not only are these core values for the people that you want in your life, but they are core values that you want to work on in yours. There you are. You are amazing. Thank you, Patty V. Thank you. But these are things that you want to work on in yours, right? Because we can't just want it from everybody else and not have it for ourselves, right? Is balance important to you? If balance is important, then you drop a 3 in the chat. If balance looks like, I want to say reciprocity, but it's not really like, it's not total reciprocity, right? But I would look at it in that way. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you don't want to be over the top one way or the other. You want balance. You like I wash the dishes, you cook, or I cook and you wash the dishes, right? Because we want to serve one another. You want balance. If you want balance in your life, right? Yes. Is compassion important to you? Hey, always a lady. I see you flying up in here, sis. How are you? Stability. Okay. All right. I didn't get to the S's yet, but I love that. I don't know why it's blocking your comment. 1 and 2 as well, right? Compassion. Is compassion? If compassion is important to you, you could just drop a 4 in the chat. Compassion. Is compassion somebody who has empathy, kindness, compassion, shows love, right? Hey, Melinda, how are you? Hey, favor-minded, I see you, baby. So compassion is good. Thank you for the daily heart, me, my love. Thank you, right? Is community important to you? Is community important? I think it's all of them so far, yes. But see, what I want you to do, and I know that most of the things, I'm specifically pulling certain things from the list, right? And the reason why I'm doing that is because you want to start off with at least 5 things, right? And I'm really, this is what I do in my classes when I teach. Melinda, I see you, my love. I see you, baby. How are you? I see you, sis. And thank you for sharing out the live. Yes, all of them, right? I want you to take like 5 things. I want you to write them down if they're important to you. And the reason why I'm saying what I am saying is because you have to know what your core values are. Not only that, those are things that you look for in other people, but it is also who you want to become, right? So you want to be fair minded. When I said balance, that's what comes up for me. You want to be fair, you want to be equitable, right? You want people in your life who would give reciprocity, like pour the way that you pour, right? Hey Reese, I see you, my love. How are you, baby? I see you, sweetheart. Right? So these this is important. But what if I threw in creativity or curiosity? What if I threw them in? How important is creativity and or curiosity to you? If you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is creativity to you? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the highest. 10 being the highest. How important is it? Right? And there's a reason why I'm asking you this, because I'm going somewhere. Hey, Shondell, thank you for the follow. It's an 8, Tamika, yes. A 10, Angel Rain. Angel Rain, I love your name. I love your name. 6 or 7, Denise, a 10, a 9. A 9, Tanya, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So how important on a scale of 1 to 10 is curiosity? Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is curiosity to you? A 7? And it's a reason why 10, Patty V. Patty, why are you saying 10? I don't know if you can come up. Can you come up, Patty? Can you come up, baby? Cause I request you to come up. If what? You can? Okay, I'm going to request you to come up, my love. I want you to tell me why, because I want y'all to hear this real quick. I want y'all to hear this real quick. We're not going to, keep Patty up here all day. I don't know what she's doing. Patty, why is that important for you, my love?
Well, it's important for me because if they're not curious about you, then they don't get to know you.
Wait a minute. Wait. That right there.
Aww,
That right there. That right
thank
there.
you.
And I wanted to know because that means you're willing also to learn,
Absolutely.
right?
And listen, yes, working on that. Listening.
Yes. Yes. And you're actively listening, right? So I
Right.
threw that one in there. I wanted to know how that was going to work. And creativity. Who doesn't want to be with somebody who is thoughtful and creative about how they handle you?
Yeah, creative is good too because that also leans to if you're going to understand somebody, you have to open that door all the way. All the
Yes.
way. You
Yes.
can't. And when you
Yes.
see it and you feel validated, you can make that decision to stay on or off that conversation. And you know
Yes.
that's not your person.
Yes. 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 And that's why I wanted you, because I knew that. And I was like, okay, let me see what Patty says, because you put a whole 10 in there. This
Yeah.
is important, y'all, as it pertains to our relationships. But there are some things that we don't really think about. We just move the way that we move. And so, Patty, your answer, what you said was exactly what I thought.
And that's exactly how
That's
I feel.
exactly what my thinking
But I've
was.
been listening to you a
Yes.
lot and I've been learning a lot about maybe sometimes we do shut down. Maybe our curiosity does stop when we're not liking what we're seeing. Then it's time to go. Right? That's how I feel.
Yes. 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 But then if you're dating, that's one thing. If you're married, it's another.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, I agree.
Because dating is an interview. So we want to find out. You know why, Patty, and I'm just going to say this and I'm going to let you go. But one of the things that put me off about gentlemen, when I go out on a date, if I should venture out and decide, yes, okay, come on, let's go out for a cup of coffee or whatever, and they
Yeah.
never ask me about myself, I don't bother with them.
No, I wouldn't either.
It's
No,
a fact finding mission.
it is. And that's the curiosity. That's the, I want to get to know you. I want to get to feel your vibe. What are you about? And that curiosity has to always come to the front to me, but other people might go, I'm not really curious. I think creative was good because that is problem solving for any relationship. And I think
Yes,
that's important.
I love that. It is very important. Go on, go on.
Go on about what? What was your next
No, I
question?
was wanted to know what you were going. No, I just wanted to know what you were going to say. Were you going to say something else before I
No, I
interrupted?
think every relationship, everything that, like I said earlier, everything you're saying is important. It should be a 10 to everybody. It
Yes,
should be a 10,
yes,
100%. Creativity, I thought, oh,
yes,
yeah, okay, creativity, maybe not at first, but you have to be creative in an active relationship or marriage. And you have to think creatively, like keep the fire going, keep the communication open, get creative in problem solving. This is so important. Everything you're doing is so important. So what
yes.
was the next
Thank
one
you,
on your list?
baby.
So I can answer it
Oh,
while
the
we're
next
here.
one on the next one on my list. How important is faith?
Oh, that would be a 10.
Yes,
Faith is a big word.
yes,
Faith in your partner, faith
it
in
is. Yes,
in your spirituality, faith in honesty
yes,
and communication. It's faith is everything.
it is. Yes, it is.
Oh,
It
you're
absolutely
amazing.
is. And so the idea is that Marianne says 10.
Yes.
ASD mom says 10. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go to the
Hmm.
GOOGLE. I want you to go there, and everybody watching. I want you to go there and I want you to Google. Oops, I said it. Duh. I want you
Whoops.
to Google core values, right? That's what I want you to do. And I
Okay.
want you to pick five, because that's all I just did. I
Right.
want you to pick five that you can start with that are extremely important to you. And then the question I want you to ask yourself is, do I operate in my own life for myself
Yeah.
authentically, if that's what you want?
Yeah.
Am I
Gotcha.
fair? Ask
Yes.
yourself these questions, right? Because what it's going to bring up for you, not just you, Patty, but everybody that's watching, what it's going to bring up for you is if something is triggering you, or if something is not in alignment with you, or if you're not that thing. I don't want you to start out with 25 core values. I want
No.
you to start with the top five that resonate with you. Because once you do that, now you're going to say, wait, am I, and all week, and for the next 2 weeks, I want you to sit with it. I want you to ask yourself questions around, in this moment, am I being my authentic self?
Absolutely.
Or am I abandoning myself? I'm talking to
Mm.
my boss. I do not agree with what they are saying. I know that there is a better way to do it.
Yeah.
And then pray, right? And say,
Hmm.
show me a way, God, for me to be able to say what I need to say in this space and authentically show up the way that God needs you to show up in excellence around all of that. I hope that that makes sense,
It
right?
does. It
If
does.
that's making sense, y'all, drop a one in the chat for me. Just drop a one in the chat. I need you. I see somebody is. I need y'all to be tapping this clapping. Tapping this clapping. I'm at 42. 4,200. Thank you, Auntie Peace. I see you, baby. Thank you. I need y'all to be tapping, drop a one in the chat. And the reason why this is so very important is because you can't attract what you are not.
Correct.
You're not
Agree.
going to attract the pie in the sky, the moon, if you operate in, as a cloud. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. And so,
Yes.
so I want you to ask yourself, whatever the top five core values are for you, I want you to work through them, and I want you to be solid in them. right? I want you to
Yeah.
be so solid, and it's for everybody listening. I want you to be so solid in them that you say, yes, I am showing up authentically. I am. And be very proud of yourself, not with a haughty pride. No,
Right.
we're not doing that.
No.
We're doing it with, like, yeah, I'm really honoring myself now, and I feel good about myself.
No, I do agree now that I am. Um, my previous relationship, I think I was too much of a servitude and enabled somebody that wasn't healthy and aligned with himself. That's where I got
Yes.
stuck. Yes.
I think, Patty, that's where most of us get stuck.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, that's been the issue. Like, you want somebody to love you, but they don't even love themselves, and we don't know that
Yes.
initially.
Agree.
So that's what we're doing now. Now we're like, oh, okay. So they were whoever they were. It doesn't matter. We're not beating anybody up, right? Because
Yeah.
that's not necessary either,
It's their
right? Beating
space.
them up
Yeah.
is like beating ourselves up,
Agreed.
right? So we don't want to beat them up, but we want to be consciously aware um, of our choices and our decisions and what were they rooted in.
Yeah.
What were our choices and decisions rooted in? Like, that's the question.
Mine?
And usually it's no, no, no. I mean, in
Oh,
general, you can tell me
okay.
if you want. Like, we can do
Well,
a
I
real
had the
live,
rose
like,
colored
coaching
glasses. I
situation.
adored him,
Uh,
and I had the rose colored glasses on and chose to ignore some red flags or maybe even yellow flags. And I do regret those decisions because those aren't my core values. That's where I messed
got
up.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And why do you think that you did that?
I loved him. I had faith that it would work out. And not that he would be a better person, but that's where I think I messed up. I let my faith
Okay.
and my
So,
strength go.
so, so, I don't know if y'all saw that because my phone just rang. Did I black out? Did I black out?
Just for a second. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, Stacy, I see you, baby. Okay. So what did you see in him? Because I asked a lot of questions. What did you see in him? Pooh Bear, I also saw your comment, right? And I got you, my love. Thank you, Malika. I see you, baby. Hey, sis. Pooh Bear, I saw your comment. You said you needed some guidance, right? So I don't know if you want to do that in the inbox, if you want to set up a consultation, or how you want to do that. Like, but you
You
let
want
me
to put her
know. You
on?
can inbox me. I don't know if she wants to come up though.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Gotcha.
question. So or how she wants to do it, because sometimes people don't like to air their stuff, publicly. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you this question.
Okay.
Um, and I protect people. If you don't do it, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like, oh no,
No,
come
I
on in.
understand.
No, I'm not. No, love is protection. I'm not. That got to be something you're willing to do. But this is what I want to know. I want to know, why was it him that you chose?
That's a good question.
You don't have to answer right now. You can write that down and think
Yeah.
about it. Because you said, because I loved him, but there had to be something that happened before you got to the point of love that made you trust him
Yes.
enough with your heart for
Familiarity.
you to.
Yeah,
There you go.
familiarity for
Okay.
sure. Because I
Okay.
I used to
What
serve with
was
them back
that?
when we were in high school. So we were friends for many, many years. And he's a
Ah.
very strong masculine man. But unfortunately, what I've learned with the red flags and even some yellows, that he's a very insecure and speaks of fear.
Mm.
He speaks with fear, I should say. That is the more correct word. That is something that kind of, for the lack of a better word, gave me an ick because that is not a secure man that I thought he was.
Right. And the
So
closer you got to him, the
I
more
got to
that
see
was
it.
revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Correct.
yes, yes. And so that's something that we really have to think about, right,
Yeah.
as we progress and move forward. and
Yeah.
and this is a real time, like, this is a live coaching. I didn't intend this, but write that down. What was the thing? Write it down. Like, what was the thing? Just not the familiarity, because him being a tad bit insecure but being your friend is one thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is something outside of being familiar, like, no, inside of that familiarity, that you just chalked up and says, he's really cool. I've always liked the person that he was. You know their
Yes.
family, you went to school with them. There's
Yes.
that familiarity, but it's a deeper familiarity that made you love him. It's
Um,
something else that connected you, where you were like, let me give
there were
him a
so
chance.
many. He was very charming, had all the right words. Very confident man. Very confident man, and I love confidence in
On the
men.
surface.
Yes, that was what attracted me initially, was that confidence.
Yes.
And then when I delved a little
Yes.
bit deeper in his faith, lack of true communication started creeping in, and honesty is a big one for me. And that's where I lost my faith in him.
Mm,
I know.
mm.
Faith is,
Gotcha.
yeah. So,
Gotcha.
and then
Yeah. So,
when I started listening to him, that's where I saw the insecurity and the fear. So the more I
yes.
asked, the more questions. I was getting creative with my questions actually to really see what he's made of. And that's when I learned the truth.
Yes. Yes. And if you're having surface relationships with people, you'll
Hmm.
never get to this. We
Correct.
we will never get to this. This requires true intimacy,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But then it doesn't mean that if you're dating someone, you're going to stay stuck. Marriage is a whole nother talk show for me. And most people who follow me understand I don't advocate for divorce, I
Absolutely.
advocate for prayer, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're married, that's one thing. But if you're dating, this is a good time to figure it out. V, I see you say yes, them questions be telling us the truth. Yes, but they also speak volumes about ourselves,
Yes,
about
they
who we
do.
are.
And about the vetting.
Because what
I've
would
learned a lot from
connect?
you. Yeah, on the vetting. That was what I think I truly
Yes,
lacked, was the vetting. And thank
yes,
you for that
yes. And
lesson.
thank you for saying that. Praise God.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is like an assessment of, like, more than it is. You know what? I appreciate every relationship that I have, because it shows me something about myself. I always turn everything inward. It's like, until you walk 1,000 miles in somebody else's shoes, you really don't know. In somebody else's moccasins, they used to say, like, you
Yeah.
don't really know. But I asked myself, Kim, okay, where did you fall short? Because it really doesn't matter who they are. And I tell people this all the time. It doesn't really matter who the person is and what they did, but they were the catalyst for you doing the introspection within yourself.
100%.
Because there's a real reason why. And so why we engage with people who are not in alignment with us. And sometimes it just simply is you didn't know any better and you just did what you did. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, the catalyst for real. Every heart knows its own bitterness. I love that, Hawk. Okay. Okay, I love that. I love that saying. I never heard that before. Every heart knows its own bitterness. Yes, eventually. Not initially, because we don't see it that way. Right? But Hawk, I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm probably going to use that. And if you hear it again, act like you know. I told Kim she could use that. I told Kim she could use that. Because I'm going to use it. Every heart knows its own bitterness. Is it really? I've never seen that. Is that in oh God. The Songs of Solomon, or in uh, what's the other book of poetry? Oh my God, it's like four of them. I'm back. Pooh, I was looking for you, Pooh Bear. I was looking for you. I don't know if you want to inbox me or if you want to set up a consultation. I don't know what you want to do, my love. Thank you, Sandra, for sharing out the live. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Yeah. V, so real. Unless this experience, I wouldn't have the catalyst. Yes. Proverbs. That's what I was trying to get to. Proverbs. Lord Jesus. Why couldn't I remember that? Okay, Proverbs. Okay, 14:10. I love that. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Great, great, great. Yes. So it's important to understand what was going on in our heads and in our hearts at the time, because that's why there's no blame or shame or guilt attached to this, because sometimes we just don't know any better. But I promise, I believe that God is bringing us back home to ourselves. I will always say that, and I believe that with all of my heart. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that.
Amen.
Like, that's the reason why it comes up for us. And so if we're going to be better, we need to work through that stuff. Yep. I am grateful for the situation because it reveals something about me that I need to change. Yes, V. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's the money shot. That is the money shot. So, Patty, you wanted to say something else?
No, I think we covered it. You've asked some really great questions. Was there any more on your list?
Yes, there are more on the list.
Okay.
It's a whole list of them. How important is honesty?
100%. That's a 10.
Yes, yes, yes. And so that looks like you being honest in love, right?
Yeah,
Towards the person, right? By speaking your truth. That goes back to authenticity,
absolutely.
integrity,
Yes.
good character,
Character.
right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Um, Openness. Is that important?
Yes. An open heart
Yes.
is open to so many opportunities and chances to learn and chances to get to know other people. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. Nika Grace. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Nika Grace. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And let's do this one. Reputation. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it to you?
I would say 10, but in some circumstances an 8 because I'm not going to live by what haters feel about me.
Right. Right.
But for me personally, it's a 10 because you want to give what you're worthy to receive. So reputation can go both ways.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I only care about one of
Um,
them.
right. 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 We can do wisdom. How important is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think for youngers, it would be a 10. I think wisdom is still a 10 for me because every day I learn something.
Yes.
So wisdom's
And
important on a lot of levels.
the the wisest man that ever lived, they said, was King Solomon because he asked God for wisdom.
Yes,
And
agree.
I love that. And he still didn't do the right thing, but that's a whole nother talk show. So we're gonna
That's a
leave it
whole
right
nother.
there.
Yes.
But I'm not doing the exhaustive list, but I just wanted to point out something. Your
Yes.
core values should also be the ways in which we show up in our relationship.
Yes.
Patty, thank you so much for coming
Thank you,
up. Thank you,
Kim.
baby.
Such a
I
pleasure.
appreciate
Enjoy
you.
your afternoon.
Yes, I
Bye.
am, my love.
Oh,
I am.
good.
Okay,
And keep
bye.
on talking. We need to learn.
Only because I'm talking to y'all. Let me tell you, you don't know how happy you all make me for real. And I'm not being hyperbolic about it either. I mean, like, I get on here and y'all make my whole entire day. And
Oh,
I am
that's
not exhausted
amazing.
from doing this body of weight work. I love what I do. But then I've
Yes.
been doing it for 15 years and I never found this amount of joy ever
That's
until I came here.
fantastic. Joy is
I
one that's
love
not on
y'all.
your list because we need to find joy every day in the simplest of things that we do.
Yes. Yes. Especially when you're operating in your purpose, your
Yes.
calling, like it's easy. It's like water being
Yeah,
flowing out from a
absolutely.
river. And I love it. And I'm excited. And you
Oh,
all make me
we all love
happy. I
you.
mean, legitimately. Yes, thank you, Patty. Thank you
We
so much,
all
my
love you
love.
too. You've taught me a lot in the vetting process because I really didn't understand that until I really listened. And I'm like, I think that's what I'm
Oh,
lacking. So I started working on that, and I really appreciate everything you do for all of us.
oh, thank you, my love. Thank you. I'll talk to you later, baby.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
Bye,
bring you down,
sweetheart.
okay? All
Okay. Bye
right.
bye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, so y'all get it? So y'all get it, right? The core values. That's what's important. And I'm kind of glad I did that. I've never done that before. And I think that it's important. So if we want to attract aligned love, what are your core values? What are your core values? And just pick five. Don't go crazy because it'll exhaust you. What we want to do is we want to be intentional. So for 2 weeks, do five. Make sure that you're standing in your own authenticity. Make sure that you're standing in your own truth. If that's what's important to you, the moment you see somebody not being that thing that is your core value, you won't, they're not in alignment with you. And I don't mean that you can't make contingencies because it just depends. There are no perfect people out here. So we're not even going to go into this with our heads like, oh my God, they told a little white lie or something. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that because people may feel embarrassed or ashamed and they may not know. And I'm not telling you that lying is good because a white lie is still a lie, right? But what I am saying to you is they may not feel safe enough yet to truly open up and show you who they really are. And I remember this time that this guy that I was dating, when I first met him, and this is Black People Meet. Y'all know, remember that? I'm not Black People Meet, Black Planet. You remember the website? And there was all these chat rooms, and I met this really, really nice guy. And me and him started talking, and we went on our first date, and he was like, oh, my car's in the shop, and I was like, oh, okay. Turns out he didn't have a car. And once I realized that he lied about it, I didn't even care. He lived in Brooklyn. Most people in Brooklyn don't have cars. They commuters, right? They take the trains, the subway. I didn't even care, but he didn't know that, right? I didn't care that he didn't have a car. But turns out he didn't even have a license, right? Turns out he didn't even have a license. And so that little white lie, or that was a big lie, but it made me see him differently because he wasn't being authentic. I mean, I really believe that his car was in the shop. I really believe that. And instead of him just telling me he didn't have a car, because I already understood that, right, it was more than a little white lie, right? But he turned out to be a really, really nice guy, but I couldn't trust him. It was that lie that broke that because once I found out, I was like, oh, so I can't trust you, right? Because and so that was the downfall. But he was a really nice guy. I told him, I said, I think I want to put a pond in my backyard. I had no idea like how much ponds cost, right? And I was like, and he said, where would you put it? Just in conversation. And I was like, oh, well, I would put it over here in this corner, and I want a waterfall, and I want all of this, right? Well, one day I came home from work, and he had been over here and he dug the hole for the pond. Like this guy was all about me. I mean, all about me. But that one lie made me never, like, our relationship was on it because I couldn't trust him. So no matter how good he was to me after that, I couldn't trust him. And I couldn't break away. I couldn't unsee what I saw. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, baby. Thank you, my love. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Oh my God, Stacy, you just blessed me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, baby. But y'all get what I'm saying? So it took me to go through that, to realize that I was like, I can't be with anybody because I'm never going to recover if you're a liar. I'm not going to recover from that because I need to be able to trust you. And turns out that was the only thing he lied to me about. And the rest of the relationship, everything else he told me, but now I was questioning everything he told me. Because if you told me that and you didn't have to, where we going? Right? And he was a really, really good guy too, actually. He was a very, very good guy. Very good guy. Yeah. Very good guy. Very nice. Right? But anyway, outside of that. So when we get clear on our values, everything begins to shift for us. The next thing is understanding this. What you don't release, you repeat. What you don't release, you repeat. So the analogy that I have here is luggage at an airport. If you won't check your baggage, you can't board your future flight. If you don't check your baggage, you cannot board your future flight. We're talking about alignment. We're talking about aligned love and attracting it into your life, right? So we have to release the old wounds in order for us to get to where it is that we want to be. So the clarity comes first, and understanding what triggers you and what doesn't. And once you begin to understand who you are and what the thing was that was bothering you, now you can make adjustments mentally, emotionally, and spiritually within yourself so that you don't align with people who do things like that, do the things that you don't like being done, right? So you got to understand your core values. T said, wow, hey sis, I see you coming up in here. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you, my love. I am really happy for you. Yes, God is good. He is blessing right now. I'm happy for you, and thank you for texting me and telling me that. I really appreciate that. Yes, it's about to go down, sugar. It's about to go down. So here's a journal prompt for you. What wound am I still carrying that shows up in my relationships? What wound am I still carrying that shows up in my relationships? That's a question. That's a journal prompt. And you don't have to answer it here. This is a season of celebration, everything new. Can you say that again? I agree. I absolutely agree. So many wonderful things are happening right now. I cannot even explain it. I cannot explain it. I cannot. It is going down. And I'm not at liberty to discuss right now, but T, you are absolutely correct. This is the season of everything new. For me as well. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing, my love. That's exactly what we're doing. So finishing the last quarter of 2025 strong. Absolutely. Agreed. Claiming it. Look at Tanya. Tanya said, I'm claiming it. That's right, baby. That's right. That's what we're doing. We're going to finish out 2025 strong, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically for me. I really, like, everything is shifting in my life right now. I look forward to sharing to you. Wait a minute. I look forward to you sharing your testimony with me. And absolutely, I will. I think a lot of people are going to know. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do a live or something. Not a live, but a video or something. Because there's a shift. And I've been trying to get it actually done, because I want to talk about some reflections. Happening, how, since my birthday, I want to talk about some reflections, the seat that I sit in and how I feel and my healing journey and stuff like that. So I might do a short little reel or something. It won't be too crazy, but yeah, it's going down. Pooh Bear said, I'm claiming it. Absolutely. Vincent, you back in here. You got some act right. Did you get some act right, Vincent? Because that's what I want to know. Listen. this is what I want you, the affirmation. Here's the affirmation. I gave y'all a journal prompt, but here's the affirmation. I release what no longer serves me. My past does not define my future. I release what no longer serves me. My past does not define my future. I want y'all to think about that. I release what no longer serves me. My past does not define my future. Hey, Patterson M. I see you, baby. I see you coming up in here. Okay, so the next step to attracting aligned love is to upgrade your self-concept. Okay, so a few things have to go down in this space. Attraction flows from your identity. If you believe you are unworthy, you will settle. Attraction flows from identity. If you believe you're unworthy, you'll settle. Amen. I'm in line with that. The reason why this is so very important is because I need for you to really truly understand that nobody can pull you across the finish line. You have to understand your worth and your value. You need to be consciously aware of who you are. What is it that you bring to your own table for yourself? We ain't talking about nobody else's table, because all of that foolishness we're not doing. We're not doing it. Attraction flows from identity. The way you identify yourself within yourself is what's going to either have you feeling like, I need the fruit from the top of the tree, or I need the fruit from the middle of the tree, or I want the low-hanging fruit. Now, you're not consciously saying any of this. You're not aware that you're saying, like, you're not saying any of this. It's what happens with your behavior that has you saying things like that. It shows up in your behavior. Do you know how many people I meet? My God. That I try to talk off the ledge, if you will. And I tell them, and I try to empower them, and I try to tell them how amazing they are. Right? Because, like, I have the gift of sight, right? But in addition to that, I just see what I see in the natural, their gifts, how they show up, how they render, all of those things. And I'm like, you're super dope. And they don't believe it. And then I have to break down why they're super dope. I'm like, do you know how you show up? Because they can't see themselves. And they don't believe in themselves. But they're smart, they're, like, intelligent, like, brilliant. The way that they think is brilliant, and all of those things, right? And what ends up happening, right, you got to believe it in yourself first. So when I say to you, upgrade your self-concept, it's rooted in your worthiness, how you feel about you. There are some people that I straight say, like, I think that you're amazing, you're wonderful. You are, like, I see you. And they can't even see themselves. And that means that there is a level of work that needs to be done inside of themselves that I can't help them with. Because you can tell a person 17 times how wonderful and amazing you think they are. And they'll say, thank you. or not. So sometimes they can't even accept a compliment because they don't understand their worth and their value. And there is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. So I don't try to do that anymore. You have to want to understand. You got to get sick and tired of being where you are. And you have to begin to see yourself as worthy and see yourself as enough. And not just because somebody else is telling you that you're worthy. No, you got to know you're worthy. You don't just believe it, you know it. Right? It's like God. People say, I believe in God. No, I can say, I know God. Now, I don't know him in everything, but I know who he is. I know his character because I read his word. Right? So when somebody says something to me that's out of control, I'm like, that don't make no sense because that's not who God is. I know him because I'm in relationship with him. I don't just believe in him. I know him. You understand? Kim, you touching my spirit, girl. Oh, thank you, Pooh Bear. Thank you. I hope so. I hope so. I'm working on it. I'm working on doing what God told me to do today. Right? So what's one negative belief about love you've caught yourself repeating? I'm curious. That's a question. You can write it down and just write it to and say it to yourself. Thank you, Sean's Dome. Thank you. How are you? Thank you for the follow. I see you. You got me over here smiling. I love this energy. Thank you, Pooh Bear. Thank you, baby. It's overrated. No, oh my gosh. I've been through too much. I'm damaged goods. That's nonsense. I have a hard time trusting people. Love is overrated. Okay. So write that down. Sit with that. Why? And ask yourself why that it won't last. My God. My God. You know how many people? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, intimacy. Okay, wait a minute. Equals love. Not true. Right. Absolutely. That's true though. That's not true. I mean, right. What you said is a true statement. Intimacy equals love, and that's not true. Love takes time, but it does exist. Absolutely. You know how you know it exists? Like for real, Judy? You know how you know it exists? Because it's in you. It's in you. It's in you. It's on you. It's on me. No, love is literally God personified. It's in you. It's on you and it's in you. I'm not going to dispute your dad. Your dad taught you that. So we're going to stick a pin in that. But it's all but love is in you because God is in you. So to combat that, I'm working on trusting myself first so that I can trust others. There you go, Marianne. There you go, baby. There you go. There you go. And the only reason why I could be in my feminine energy is because I finally trust myself. Oh, you meant to write in. Oh, okay, baby. Okay. Absolutely. Because you can feel safe within yourself. That's the only reason why I could be in my feminine. Because I feel safe. Because I finally do love myself for real. And I trust myself. Man, please, I see you. How are you? I see you. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. There are 36 people in here, and I just want to reset the room. My name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. I have been coaching men and women for 15 years. I love what I do. I'm anointed to do what I do, and God sent me, I promise, to be able to do this body of work. Howsoever, I have been on all these other different platforms, but I found my family here on TikTok. I found my people. Now, I have a lot of people that follow me on other platforms. So, It's not the follows. Thank you, Nika Grace. Thank you for the tiara, baby. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Wanda, for the follow, baby. Wait a minute. You have to trust and love yourself before you can bring someone into your life. Yes. And can I tell you, Wanda, how many times I done told God I was ready? I can't, in my prayers over the years, I'm like, God, I'm ready. God, I'm ready. God, I'm ready. And I didn't feel ready until just now. I mean, I didn't feel empowered. I say it until just now, but clearly I don't mean in this very moment, or even the last few months. Tanya, I love you too, baby. But I'm ready now. I wasn't ready before. I kept saying I was ready, and I kept praying, and I kept saying, God, like when, like God, when, like God, when. And I said, God, but I trust your process, because what I would say right after that, I was like, okay, God, okay. I don't want it now. I don't want it until you want to give it to me, because I don't ever want to be out of alignment with God, right? And so, hey, Pashan, I see you, baby. How are you, sis? How you doing? So I don't ever want to be out of alignment with God, right? So I would say, no, God, take it back. When you're ready for me, because then we get gung ho. And right, Malik, hi Malik, I didn't know you was in here, girl. I see you, my love. I'm not ready. I had to admit it to myself. Yeah, yes, you're doing great, Bashan. Yeah, I'm glad, baby. I'm glad. I'm so happy to see y'all in here. Hey, Peaches, I see you. Right. So I had to take a step back and realize that when it was only until I went through my healing process. And can I be honest with y'all? I don't want to tell y'all this, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. It was a 5.5-year jaunt of nothing but working on myself. It was a 5.5-year jaunt. And the only reason why, I was a coach a lot longer than I was healed. But I don't know how God set me up like this, because, yeah, I do. Because I use the word to talk to people. I don't try to tell you things in my own strength, if that makes any sense, right? But there was so much work that I needed to do within myself. I felt like at times a walking contradiction. Because how are you a whole relationship coach and you're not done with your healing? Right? It was 16. No, I didn't see that before, Judy. I'm just seeing that was 16 years for you, right? And Royalty said, oh, wow, right? But the reality is, if y'all listen to what I'm saying while I don't quote scriptures, because I ain't trying to be deep or heavy, I just talk plain language, but everything that I'm telling y'all is the word of God. I got jokes in between, too. And I kept saying, God, you really want to use me like that? And he's like, yeah. Because I don't need to quote the scriptures to tell you the practical application of the word of God. This is how you apply it. And some of the stuff is just common sense. When you think about it, like how long you want to be a girlfriend? How long are you ready to be a husband? Right? Because God didn't ordain that anywhere in the Bible. You were betrothed to one another. And the families actually did the picking. And you learned to love one another. But also the men were set up to be the type of husbands that they needed to be. So it wasn't even difficult. You may not have liked their personality, but you learned to love them. Because they were good to you. Because they treated you well. Because you didn't have to second guess who you were to them. And whether or not you mattered. So everybody wants all of these traditional relationships. But biblically, a traditional relationship looked a whole lot different than what we in the West, in the U.S., even see relationships. There is something culturally that we've got close to, and we define now that this is what marriage and relationship should be. But if you're not prepared to be that man's peace, and if he's not prepared to be a leader, we have a problem. Royal Minds, all love to all. Yes, well, welcome in, Royal Minds. Y'all welcome in, Royal Minds, into the room. If you new, type new in the chat so we can welcome you in. That leader part, absolutely. Absolutely, what does it look like? And leaders look like what? Do y'all know what a leader looks like? Hey, Tori girly, I see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Y'all welcome in. What does leadership look like? Just so we clear. I'm just asking a question to you. What does leadership look like? Wanda Thompson, she's new. Y'all welcome Wanda into the room. Come on here. Welcome, Wanda. Welcome and thank you for being part of the family. Royal Mindset Energy. Okay, I hear you. Service. Nika Grace. My girl, that's my sister. Yes. Wisdom in someone. Okay. Come on, what do it look like? What does leadership look like? You know what leadership is? Sacrifice. That's what love is. It is sacrifice. And the leader sacrifices. And you know what the leader does when he has a good wife? She pours right back into him everything that he's given out. And I know that that's difficult, honest, truth spoken in love. Okay. That's part of it. That's part of it. But the reason why this is so important to understand is because we need leaders who are willing, husbands that are willing, that love us so much, that they're willing to sacrifice for us. And that's biblical. Because what do you think Christ did for us? He sacrificed. And the issue we got is that today is that women want 6 figures and no integrity. Or they want integrity, but they also want 6 figures as if that makes the man. It don't. It don't. And the men want the baddie. Hold on, man, please. I'm trying to unmute your comment, even when you don't understand what's going on. Right. Right. But they want the baddie. She all body, no brains. She all body, no integrity. She all body and no character. I'm not trying to be funny. Because her body don't make her. It's her character and her integrity. So, like, yeah, that part. That part. We got the game messed up. We got it messed up. Thank you. Malika said, you speaking truth, sis. Yeah, because everybody got the game messed up. A man who operates with wisdom, and I could talk to him, and and we connected, and we got chemistry, and we real with each other, authentic, and he could talk to me about anything, and I could talk to him about anything. Listen, we going somewhere. Like, babe, like, what business we about to start? Like, what you want to do? I'm going to be asking him, like, baby, what do you want to do? What did you envision all of your life? What do you want to do? And then the moment he said, boom, I'm going to be like, bang, let's go. Because I'm here to help you fulfill whatever God's intentions were for you. That's what I'm here for. I'm a helpmate. But if you don't have no vision, I'm not saying that we can't work on something over the years, because everybody don't know what they purpose to do. Everybody don't know what it is. You just don't know all the time. But you have to seek God in order to get to the point, if that makes sense. You got to seek God in order to get there, right? So anyway, y'all got my point. So I want to talk about the fourth step. The fourth step is to set standards and enforce your boundaries. So I know this is where it gets difficult sometimes, because we're so used to, as women, we so used to trying to pour all of ourselves into somebody that we lose ourselves, we abandon ourselves, and everything that they want and need is so important, and we diminish ourselves. We don't mean to do that. It's how we kind of build, but there needs to be balance. That's the reason why I asked you when we were talking about core values, how important was balance to you? Because you need that. That's part of your own standards, right? So once we understand that, and we, on a cellular level, we stop playing games in our own faces, because now we got some balance. We that's a standard. Like I can't give you all of me and give me nothing. No, I got to get up in the morning and I got to go for my walk because it makes me feel better. I have to go to the gym because when I go to the gym and I pour into myself, I feel better about myself, and I show up for you even better because I've done something for myself. Yes, I'm going to pour into you, baby. Listen, this is what I always wanted. I wanted the person that I could pour into. But I can't pour into you at the detriment of myself. I need balance. That's it, right? So we have to learn how to set the standards and then enforce it, and enforce our boundaries, and do all of that in love. And do all of it in love. There is no other way, because you're not going to do it being angry. You're not going to do it being frustrated. You're not going to do it, and have microaggression. Like, that's not going to get you to healthy and happy. You have to do what you do with the posture and the mindset of love. I need to be able to talk to you, baby. I know that you want to shut down, but we can't shut down right now, because I need you to be able to talk to me, not so that we can have an argument or a disagreement, but that we would create the space necessary for us to grow stronger. And I know you disagree with me, and that's okay, because I'm still taking the posture that I disagree with you. I don't agree with this idea that you have, but I want us to talk about it as opposed to shut up and clam up about it, because that's not going to help us get to healthy. And yet I don't have to like every idea you come up with. I think we need to sit down and discuss it. But if you absolutely must do it, go ahead on. I'm not here to stop you. I accept you for who you are. This is what you want to do? Okay, we're going to do it. But I don't have to agree. Right? Y'all get what I'm saying? Hard conversations, uncomfortable conversations. And not any one particular person starting to be silent and begrudge and be angry and all of those things. That doesn't produce healthy, good fruit. It doesn't. It doesn't. Microaggressions. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with me. No, I'm good. Whole attitude. I'm good. Really? Are you? And why you think that's helping you, it's not. I said it last night or the night before. Your silence is violence in a relationship. Your silence is violence. So if you can't be authentic and in a loving way, if you can't say what it is, something's wrong. Let's be honest. But if you start out being authentic and being open and being, and doing things, thank you, man, please, thank you. Thank you. If you start out like that, you're not putting on airs you showing up, you're going to see real quick whether or not somebody got the intestinal fortitude to stand with you. We got to stop playing, y'all. Y'all know how I give it up. Stop playing in your own face. Keep it real. Keep it real. I can't see your comment, baby. I got to put back on my glasses. Yes, absolutely. I can't really see. It's not always what you said. It's not. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. They're going to have to leave a message after the beep. Yes. And right. Exactly. Okay, y'all. It's not always what's said, but what's not said. Right. And can you do that in love? Right? So we're talking about setting standards and protecting them and protecting your boundaries, right? And enforcing them with love, right? Boundaries are like a fence. They keep people out. But they also protect your garden. You need to have some boundaries set up. Let me give y'all a journal prompt. The journal prompt is this. What's one standard I will no longer compromise, and what boundary protects it? Hey there. Hey, Kat. I see you. How are you, baby? Yeah, watch your tone. Right. Yeah. You said me? Oh, you just, okay. I got it. Okay. What's one standard I will no longer compromise, and what boundary protects it? I'm good, love. How about you? I'm amazing. I am amazing. I feel amazing. I'm amazing. I am. I don't know. Like, I feel super dope. That's how I feel. I am amazing. And God is amazing. What's one standard I will no longer compromise, and what boundary protects it? You dope too. I know that's right. You better say so. Faith is they will be honest when you try to communicate. Faith and integrity and character. Okay. Faith is they will be honest when you try to communicate. That's interesting. We said the same things. Yeah. I love that because God is dope. God is dope. I love God is dope, you know. Like that whole saying, it's a whole situation. I got the hoodies. Like yeah, that's my thing. That's my jam. Yes. Thank you, Angelica, for the follow. Now, I wanted to reset the room. If anybody is new in the room, please type new in the chat. Faith keeps me grounded. Character keeps me on. Yes, that part. If you're new in the chat, I want you to new in the room. I want you to type new in the chat so we can welcome you in properly, right? I want to do that. So type new in the chat. And also, there are 46 people in the room. Can y'all give TikTok they daily heart me? Because it literally helps me as a live creator. Now, tapping is clapping. So when you tap the screen, like I'm doing right now, the hearts are going up and somebody else is doing it too. So the hearts go up. But what it does is it pushes my live out. Hey, Melissa, I see you, baby. Welcome. Welcome, and thank you for the heart me, right? Right? So when you tap on the screen, it sends up those hearts that are flowing over here. But then when you give the daily heart me, because TikTok has been so gracious, they created this app and they're saying the daily heart me, that penny goes to me. Everybody doesn't have an account account set up on TikTok, like with their, where they can buy coins. But if you want to buy coins, you can go to the app TikTok Coins. You can put that in your browser, and it's TikTok, and then it's the coins. Thank you, Set Apart. I see you, baby. And if you would give the Daily Heart Me, it would help to push me out. It would help, like the tapping when you share out the live. If you put, hashtag FYP, I think it pushes out the live, and then people join in. If you share it, the tapping, all of that matters for live hosts, right? I am going to continue to do what I do regardless to what people do in terms of their gifts and monetization. I'm going to do what I do. But because TikTok created this app, they want their coin. In fact, if I make whatever anybody gives me, I make like less than 50% of whatever gifts are sent, right? It's okay though. I'm not tripping. But I know that TikTok wants live creators to go live because they want to help pay for this wonderful app that they put together for all of us so that I can communicate. You said they robbing me. Right. Well, they the PIMP, honey. If it were not for this app, I would not know y'all. Because there would be no other way. And, I could have did it on another platform, but not like this. And so I am grateful for TikTok because TikTok made it available for me to be able to talk to y'all and for me to operate in my gift and in my calling. So I'm grateful. So any gifts, anything that people give me, I am grateful for it, right? But I'm going to continue to do what God has told me to do because God is really my source and everything else is a resource. Everything else. And I'm standing 10 toes down on business on that. Right. Thank you, Judy. Thank you for your awesomes. Thank you. Y'all understand? So I just want to be clear. You saving your heart me for tonight. Okay, right. Because I'm going to be back on here at 8:30 tonight. I'm going to be back here in the build, 8:30. So I'm about to go in a little while. You said I definitely found my purpose. Yeah. Him be working on me a long time. But I wanted to tell you all about my Unlocking Your Love community. My Unlocking Your Love community is a community of people who are working on their healing, who want to have better relationships. 8:30 EST. 8:30 EST. Yes. And they want to find their way back to themselves, and they're willing and ready to do the work. Now, I have been teaching this class before, but I go deeper than what I do here on TikTok. So if there was anything that I said to you today that blessed your life, imagine what it's like in the class. It is absolute fire. Thank you, Malika. Thank you, baby. I love that. Oh my God, I never saw that before, Malika. I never saw that before. Oh my God. Thank you, Royal Mind. Thank you, baby. And then, so if any of you are interested in going deeper and working on your healing and becoming, then go to the link in my bio. It's a Linktree link. And then you'll see digital products. And right under that, when you click on the digital products, it'll help you to be able to see what products and services I have that could be available for you. Yeah, you said it's new. Yeah, because I never saw that before. I'm like, wow, okay. But yeah, I'm here to help in any way that I can. And the number one thing is that I'm praying for you because I know anybody who stays in this room is a work in progress and y'all are serious about what it is that you want. But I'm praying for you, and I'm praying that God moves in your life and just gives you revelation knowledge and some wisdom around all of the things that we experience. And y'all ever heard the story, I know you have, about Joseph when his brothers enslaved him, sold him into slavery and everything? One of the things that Joseph said was, God meant it for good. Psalm 119 and 71 is one of my favorite verses in the Bible. And it says, it was good that I was afflicted that I might learn thy statutes so that I would change. And the results that I see that came from a lot of pain have helped me to become like this amazing person that I was not before. Thank you, Natty Nat. I love you, sis. Y'all, listen, Natty Nat is the truth. She's a chair fitness coach. So if you have any type of disability or anything like that and you can't do certain things, certain exercise, Natty Nat's room is amazing. And I am just going to, for 2 seconds, I'm going to pin her. Natty Nat is the truth. You guys, I'm telling you, I'm not telling anybody what to do because I don't want TikTok being upset with me. But trust me when I tell you, you can get some good little exercise with Natty Nat. Okay? You can get some good exercise with Natty Nat. God's walk is a straight path, no detours. It's that other path with the stumbling blocks absolutely have to be broken. Yeah, I needed to be broken. I really did. Because I saw it through this lens that was crazy. And I don't even understand it. Natty Nat, thank you, baby, for the hand heart. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Yes. So you all, I will see y'all tonight at 8:30. Hopefully y'all will be able to join me. I'm on from like 8:30 until like about 10:30, I think. Sometimes I stay on a little later, but I'll be trying to get off early. I be needing to go to bed. Like I used to go to bed at like 9 o'clock, like every night I would start to power down. Now I might not go to sleep until like almost 1 in the morning. I can't keep living like this. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Listen, y'all have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see y'all this evening at 8:30. Y'all be blessed here. All right, I love y'all, and I'm praying for you. All right, bye.